Today, we're going to talk about how to give feedback and how to allow time for student self-assessment using Seesaw with a single point rubric. I'm going to be moving pretty quickly through the example today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. So today I'm going to pretend that I am creating a writing assignment. This would work kindergarten through 12th grade. I teach first grade, so I'm going to be going from a first grade angle, first grade standards, to show you how to do this. So I'm going to create an activity where I want the students to share a personal writing narrative assignment that they have been working on. So I'm going to go into my activity library and I'm going to create an activity which I'm just going to call personal narrative. Create a personal narrative. Now, of course, your directions might be more detailed than this. I am not going to add voice instructions. I'm not going to add multimedia instructions. I will be adding a template for student responses. The reason why I'm clicking on the template is I want the students to be able to manipulate the rubric, to be able to write on the rubric. The students can only write on things when it's a template, not these two choices up here. So I'm going to add a template. I'm going to upload this single point rubric. I'm going to select it from my Google Drive. The single point rubric was shared with me by Jennifer Gonzalez, who is an educational researcher. All it is it's a rubric that focuses on one thing, one specific standard, and it's very clear. The student and yourself, the teacher, can put, did they meet the standard or exceed it, and what examples of that were shown, or is there areas for improvement? And you'll see that on the rubric. So I uploaded the rubric here. I picked the standard. I attempted to get my reader's attention, which in first grade language is like, did you have some kind of introduction? So now the rubric is uploaded. The student area that I created is in purple. So the students will upload their writing, or maybe just the first page of their writing where they attempt to get the reader's attention. Then they can create a video or just do like a written response where they said, okay, did I attempt to get my reader's attention? If I think I exceeded that goal, I would put Y here. If maybe I didn't, and that's some area that I need to work on, I would explain why here. Then as a teacher, I can go in, see the student's self-assessment, and then I can put my own response in the green area. Did the student exceed the goal, and what examples of that do I see, or are there areas for improvement? Just as a little clue, it's helpful when you are using single point rubrics to go ahead and make sure the rubric's on the second page. I just duplicated the rubric. I'm going to delete this here just so there's a blank page here so students know this is where you can put your writing, and then on the second page is where the rubric is. Again, there would need to be some front loading of this information with the students. You might even put something up here that says place your writing here. But for today, for time reasons, I'm just showing you quickly. I have finished the activity, so I'm going to save it. I am going to assign it to the student known as Jill. All right, so now I'm going to switch over to a different browser and you can see what it looks like from the student view. So here's Jill's Seesaw. Here is the activity that I just created as a teacher, but now I'm in as a student, called Personal Narrative. I'm going to add my response. Now for this writing assignment, Jill is well-versed in Seesaw, has did her writing, took a picture of her writing, put it onto Seesaw right here, the first page. Here's her writing. When I was riding my bike with my friends, I fell down, I started to cry. So after Jill has uploaded her writing, she can go into the rubric. Here, as you saw in our session today, Jill could create a video and place it in either of these boxes, or she could just type in here. Did she exceed the goal? So based off of the writing, Jill will decide, did she exceed the goal? How do you know, or how does she know? Let's say Jill went ahead and was very specific. I'm running out of time, so I'm not going to go ahead and fill that in. But let's say Jill has filled in the purple section of the rubric.